Hello. That's a very cool aerial view.
Yeah, so that's obviously a drone shot, and that is Shark Cove in Hawaii.
That's awesome. Call it that because of sharks?
Huh?
Call it that because of sharks, I'm assuming?
All of that because of sharks?
I'm sure they call it Shark Cove because of sharks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I always wanted to go diving with a great white.
That's me too. I'm actually a certified scuba diver. It's like one of my lifetime goals. Eventually it will happen. I want to go to Australia and see him jumping out of the water.
Yeah.
All that cool stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to dive with them anymore, but I was like, oh, it'd be cool to like do that, but definitely I'd love to like just see them.
Yeah.
Like see one. But I originally before I got disabled, I was like, oh, I'd love to like go diving with one and actually like be able to frickin' touch it.
So you know what? And you don't know what your disability is, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are like ways for you to be able to get into the water.
Unfortunately, water hurts really, really badly.
Oh, no.
I have sensory issues with this 2 limbs.
Glass. I'm just creating an invention.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say like if there was a way for me to like
Do it.
go in the water without fully being in the water, yeah. So if like I could do like I've seen like those like bubble hotel things underwater, like so I could see it, but like my dream of actually physically touching it, I'm like, yeah, I'd be in too much pain to even concentrate.
Yeah.
So I'd be food.
And I don't know if I like want to let one jump up on the boat.
Yeah.
Like, smile.
It's like maybe if you caught a baby and I could pet it.
Can I pet the baby?
It's like can we combine a great white and a bulldog so I can have a pet?
Yeah. Is my bathtub large enough to live in?
Despite the fact they can't live in captivity.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's the thing. Like they're some of the most fragile sharks.
Yeah, it's crazy. People don't even
Like-
recognize it. Like their
like-
sonar system.
Yeah, they're. I mean, they're very sensitive to like any change, and it's like.
Yeah.
So people like it's like no, they've never been able to survive in captivity because they die so quickly because they just.
Every time I hear that
they-
some place is opening up with a new great white shark,
Yeah,
I'm
it
like, that's
it drives
so
me nuts.
sad.
I'm just like, no, why? Like just release it.
Yeah.
Like the only way I could see it working would be if you built an aquarium on the water in an area where they naturally will like
Kind of
swim up.
Deep blue sea style.
Yeah. But where like they just swim in like so they like because like they migrate. So if you had the area where you're like, okay, we know that the great whites come into this cove. Let's build a thing that goes underwater.
Yeah.
So that when occasionally they swim up, so it wouldn't be guaranteed that you'd see one,
Yeah. But you know, like,
but
it's the
it'd
season.
still be like, hey, they should be passing through. Check out our underwater thing, and you might be able to see something cool, and it might be a great white. And then like if you see a great white, maybe like you get like a little like a little sticker or something like I saw the great white like when it was passing through. Yeah, it'd be super cool, and it's like
this car clown
yeah,
Washington. versus,
exactly.
Like, these eyes saw a great white shark.
yeah, and it's like doing something like that would make more sense as opposed to same thing with like orcas and other whales. It's like just build an exhibit that goes into the bay or on top of the bay, and just take a boat trip out to see them or like.
Well, so it's actually interesting. I took a kayaking tour, a sea kayaking tour 2 years ago out in Washington.
Yeah.
To go, it was not a great white. It was a orca
Orca,
tour. And it obviously wasn't guaranteed that you were.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Right, but
it's the same with whale watches.
Yeah, exactly. And like the thing that was actually interesting that he was saying is like the boats are like terrible for the whales and for the dolphins. So like it's actually like kayaking is the best way to do it.
That's the thing. Like you want to take
But people don't put that in like necessarily put that into consideration.
Yeah,
'cause they just
that's the thing. Like I definitely like want to do it in like the least harmful way. Like think that like we're better than any other animals, and it's like we're not. And so I hate when people go, oh no, bro, we're lucky to be like the best species. Like no, we're not the best
Other
species.
animals have it a lot easier.
Like
than we do.
like I'm jealous of my cat
Yeah.
because my cat like I was petting her this morning and she's just demanding that I scratch her under the chin with her paw, and I'm just like, oh, you don't have a care in the world. You are so lazy. You just get to sit here all day, demand attention, and we have to give it to you. And it's like that's the good life. Like we're not the lucky ones.
The animals are
Yeah. I don't like people go like, oh, well, we have freedom of choice. It's like, do we?
My dog.
Do we have?
My
Do
dog
we have?
chooses what she
Do we
wants.
have freedom of choice?
My dog
Can
decides what she
Can
wants.
you decide that you just don't want to work and you just want to sit on the couch all day? Do you have that choice? No, you don't. So it's like when people say we have freedom of choice, I'm like, you do realize that all animals have certain limitations to their freedom of choice.
Yeah.
And in some cases, the dog has better freedom of choice than you
My
do.
dog
'Cause the
definitely
dog
has
doesn't have to
better
work.
choice. Well, enjoy your
Yeah.
day.
Make sure I get your
Oh, yeah.
name. Very cool. All the gas. They're very cool.
Yeah, this is Mama Class.
Yeah.
Artists had to take a break, use their basically family portraits.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I was thinking of like holding a marble or something to make it look like so that I could paint it to look like an eyeball after. And I'm like, but I also want to like be able to like hang stuff on it, so I need to like figure out like how I want my hand to be.
Right?
So
Be able to
yeah, because I want to be able to like hold like a thing, but I also want to be able to like have like maybe like a just enough so I could like hang something on it.
be like next to the
Yeah,
eyeball.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm the weird person who has to put eyes on everything.
Yeah, I'm saying. I was at your friend's house the other day and they just had a draw eyeball looking things.
I have dolls everywhere.
You have what?
I have dolls everywhere, antique dolls.
And
So,
yeah, what kind of items?
So they're like the old composition dolls.
Okay.
And I have like taxidermy and like
Yeah, man.
other things on the. I have some postmortems on my wall and a bunch of photos, just like all kinds of antiques and stuff. And like everyone's always like, everyone's either super fascinated by it and like wants to see everything, and they're like, I could spend like a day in your room just staring at everything because there's so much to see. And then other people are like, oh my god, that's terrifying.
I know.
And I'm like, I love this.
Yeah, you get an idea of like you get an idea of just go to so much time.
Yeah.
My friend has a couple of bats.
Yeah, I have a couple bats. I have one that was skin, so you see all the muscles. Yeah, so it's super cool.
Kind of anatomy.
Yeah,
That reminds me of Alex.
yeah. So I have, right now I just have 2 rooms because I live with my parents. But I'm like, oh, I can't wait till I have an apartment and just fill it.
Oh yeah.
Especially because like I'm gonna be like, come to my abode and just see everything. Because I love, that's the thing, like I love showing it off. I love like, so I hang like, I hate blank walls. I absolutely hate blank walls. So it's like every corner of blank wall has to be filled. So I like keep filling it up more and more. My mom's like, how do you have room? I'm like, because more and more wall space. And it's like, no, I'd love to be able to like have a house where I could like fill it so much that like legit people could come in and spend an entire day just looking at it, each individual thing, and like leave not seeing everything. Very cool. Resin. Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. Very fun.
Thank you.
I love mixed media.
So, again.
The wind has to.
Yeah. You know,
Make it
that's
smart
what
known.
That's what he does, right?
Mhm. Every time there's an art show, the wind's like, hey, you're
Yeah, I want to
upstaging
play
me.
too.
Hey. Mother Nature wants a hand.
Ah, that can go over there.
You as well. Look at him. Oh, so cute. Hello. I'm good. Make your own scrap pal. That's cute. Actually think I have my pouch from you guys in my bag, possibly. Actually, no, I think it's my other bag. I was like, it might be in this bag today. I'm like, no, I don't think it is. Other one. I think I'm gonna do the kitsune patch. I can move out of the way a little bit for you. You're welcome. I love your work. Pretty sure I follow you on Twitter. And I know I follow your Instagram, but I know you're not active on that. I think I followed your Twitter recently. Because I recently started using Twitter in 2020 because I was like, I'm bored as hell. I need to like be on all the social media platforms to like.
I think everyone started using Twitter like hardcore.
Yeah. For me, it was worse though because I'm like, oh, I started to become disabled in 2019 and became fully disabled in 2020.
So the timing was
Yeah,
like,
I really need distractions.
plus you got out here.
Oh yeah, I was like, I need to be out of the house.
Yeah,
And it's like a nice day for it.
Yeah, and it's beautiful out. Yeah. And if only the wind wasn't being kind of a butt, but
I know. We're just like
Yeah.
grabbing his hand every time we agree.
oh, yeah. I know, like every time there's an outdoor thing here, every single time, the wind has to like make itself known. It's like wind, really? Exactly. No, every day that there's an event like this, it's the wind is like, hey, I'm here.
I heard you had tents.
Yeah, it's like I heard you had stuff that could blow away. It's like the god of the wind is a trickster, apparently. You as well. Cute. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, I can catch it. Make sure we're good.
Thank you.
No problem. The wind has to mess with everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Every time people do oils, I'm always like, amazing.
It's amazing.
Just because I hate oils.
Oh,
I've done oil paintings, but I hate oils.
is it because
It's just the texture. Like anytime it touches me. Well, even if it got on my arm, we tried rubber gloves and it would get on my arm and I'd still freak out and she'd just be like, "You have a major sensory issue with this." I'm like, "Yes, I do. I do have a sensory issue with this. I'm sorry." It's like if I wasn't doing this for the class and my grade, I wouldn't be touching that. I always love these. That one is so cool.
Thank you.
It's wonderful. What kind of clay do you use usually?
It's a stoneware clay.
Stoneware clay?
A mid-fire.
Yeah.
I took it to cone 2, and it's anywhere from 2 to 4. It's a Laguna clay.
That's cool.
And the brown clay can be outside all year long.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You do work in clay?
I do stuff with like usually I work with like female clay and like that kind of stuff.
Female's cool.
Yeah.
It's a different animal.
Hmm? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've done some work with like clay that you glaze, but I just stopped because once I left high school I didn't have access to a kiln, and then I couldn't like afford to like because there were a couple places that had kilns and I was like I can't afford to like be there to like use the kiln, so it's like okay, maybe down the road when I have my own place I'll be able to get a kiln of my own or something. Hello.
Enjoy your ride.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't have to worry about getting tired. I don't have to worry about getting tired.
Oh.
I have my built-in seat.
Thanks for coming by and visiting.
I know. I need to like put a little platform on it so people can go for a little ride.
You got a card?
Get it?
Ooh, Josh. Look at this.
No problem.
Would you like a card?
Oh yeah. Actually, I believe
Oh, you already have
I think
one?
I already have one, but I'll keep it just in
Take it
case.
Anyway, how are you doing today? Good? Oh, pretty good.
Papa, how you doing? I know. Hello, I'm good.
Yeah, it's
Enjoying this beautiful weather.
Oh yeah, this is with the wind, it made it tricky to set up, but
Yeah.
I knew that it was gonna pass.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got this wonderful, glorious
Yeah.
sunshine.
Angry Potato. I kind of love him.
It's so fun. That is his first of his kind. I was working yesterday and I had this brain wave, so I came up with him. And I have a feeling there's going to be a ton of stuff I can do with that
Yeah.
face.
I was gonna say I just love him. I think I'm gonna get him.
He's the
He's just so
He
cute.
is the one. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll put him in a little bubble wrap bag if
Awesome.
he's the one.
Yeah.
You get the first of his kind.
How much are these guys?
The $50.
I'm just gonna get him then.
Yeah.
Just him. He'll come home with me.
I'm glad he's going to a good home. I have a feeling.
I was gonna say he'll make tons of friends in my house.
That's good. Everybody can relate to Angry Potato. There you go, sir.
Make it easy for you.
Oh, yeah.
Go right in here so he's safe.
I appreciate you coming in.
You're welcome.
My wife's over in the studios. You thought, you make it
Yeah.
that way. She's on the second floor. We share a studio. So
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully go for a ride in there.
Yeah, dude. You can have a good day.
You as well.
Take care.
Oh my God. Mother wanted that place. Oh, I love that. I have a lot of buttons from there that I'm not going to use.
How you doing today? I'm good. You can go. Make it easy.
Set the house on fire too. Yeah.
That was essentially like the same as
Hi.
Hello. What kind of camera you use?
Depends.
Depends.
Some I have a couple of Canons.
Yeah.
I have a couple high-end ones and a couple of cheapies.
Yeah.
And I use my phone sometimes.
Yeah.
The iPhone.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do my iPhone and Canon 60. Papa.
He nipped them. Didn't tell me. He got an infection. So yeah, $800 later at the
Oh, that is fun.
the emergency visit happened. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take the drive to Bedford.
Yeah. It's worth it. I mean,
Right.
For
See,
sure.
actually, you can't shave them because of the intercoat.
You
You're not
shouldn't.
supposed to do
No.
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Papa.
Yeah, you can trim it, but she's well air conditioned, so.
How much are the dragonflies?
They're 25.
25?
And they're all individual guys.
Yeah.
Might be like a different dragonfly.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's see, which one my dad and I like.
What's her name?
Sophie.
So I think I'm gonna do this one. They're perfect for my dad.
Aww.
So
Do you like this piece of wood?
yeah,
Okay. I'm just going to package it up. Give me
no
a-
problem. You said 35?
And did you see that this blue is iridescent, by the way? And
Oh, very
you
cool.
kinda see
Yeah.
that?
Dragonflies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes nature kind of things. So.
Oh, that's awesome. I hope he loves it.
Here you go. Do you need change?
No.
Awesome. Thank you so
Got it
much.
even. Make it easy. You're welcome. And you as well. It's beautiful out. Yeah. I was gonna say we have to contend with the wind a little bit. Yeah. I was gonna say I had to sit rescue a print earlier. Hello. It's a good setup. The knitting.
another person likes it. It has its issues. Everything.
I was gonna say, I think everything has its issues at some
Yeah.
point.
It doesn't flow around as much, but
Yeah.
they get tangled.
Yeah.
I've got to figure a better way to
Yeah,
not have to put it up every time, but
yeah. You might be able to like just get some cardstock that's big enough for the individual piece. So
Yeah,
and
she
just
did
stick
like
it through the
that.
cardstock and then put the cardstock on the thing. That way it stands out more too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even need anything like really big, just like a little one. Like you know how like you have earrings and they'll be through the little cardstock, just something like that. Might help a little bit, keep it from being tangled. You know. Yeah, and you gotta work with everything, the wind and everything. Sometimes goes against you. You as well. Entertain your ears.
possibly me and him taking the game take on Thursday.
I love the earrings.
They're so
Those are the.
That was the best.
Yeah. I belong to a group on Facebook called "You Could Make That Into an Earring," and a lesbian would love it. Would wear it, and it's like the funnest group ever because we're just like, oh, a random object we found at the like store. Could these be earrings? And I'm just like, it's like, yes, when you are LGBT, anything can be an earring.
Love it. Wow. Oh, so much fun.
My mom did those. These are nice.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Gotta restock your business cards.
Actually, just take me a little bit.
Let me know if I can get anything down for you too. I like your jacket thing. Are those dinosaurs or just sea creatures?
So this is all cryptids, and I'm wearing Mothman.
Oh, too funny.
So there's a chupacabra. I know the Yeti's on here, Nessie's on here. The version of the Wendigo that's not true to form. Thylacines on here for some reason. I think it's because people believe the thylacine didn't go extinct.
Oh.
Which would be freaking cool if it didn't, but there's sadly no evidence that it did. Because every time someone goes, I saw one, I found a bone, turns out to be like a possum bone or like something, and you're just like,
Sad.
just like with Bigfoot, most likely it's just bears walking on their hind legs. Which, if you've seen a bear on their hind legs, it's uncanny. Like, you watch it and you're like, oh, I can see that being mistaken for something. Like, there was a bear that was famous because it had injured its paw. And so it couldn't walk normally. It walked on its hind legs. And it was the weirdest thing to, like, see. Because the bear would just constantly walk. It never went down on its paw because it hurt it. And it was just the weirdest thing to, like, see a bear walk. Like, down the street. Completely hind.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. And these postcards are you guys too? And these ones are you guys too?
That's my mom, yeah.
Yeah. Because there's one on the other side I was interested in,
Oh.
if possible.
Not my time, someone else's time. Oh, okay.
So this one here?
Yep, that's my mom's
Yeah.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Would you be able to grab one down
Oh,
for me?
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Which one?
So right on the other side. It's the fox. Yeah, that one right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got it first try. Do you want this one?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you want a bag for it?
No, I'm just gonna put it right in here. How much owe you?
I need to put it clean. Smells like clean. Tell my mom. I've changed.
And what's the price on it?
$5.
$5.
I'm low on 10, so it's perfect.
There we go. Perfect. It's meant to be.
It all works out. These are changed with that.
Thank you.
And
So you can throw him right in here.
perfect.
If I can get my fingers to work for me. Hello. What kinds of shiny glass?
Shiny glass.
It's like fun.
Do classes, make your own shiny glass.
Very cool. Oop. That's what I really would love to take a class to do.
you take a picture of my card?
Yeah, I just took video of the card.
Awesome.
They'll show it off. So I'll probably definitely look up classes. That'd be
Yeah.
something interesting to do.
Yeah, contact me. I'll only 3 people at a time right
Yeah.
now. And,
Yeah.
First one is 85, you learn everything, and you make either 5 pendants or 5 by 10
Yeah.
double or a 10 by 10 single. You
Very
can make
cool.
a tic-tac-toe as well.
Very cool. I'll check it out. Can't go that way. Yeah, I just can't go downstairs. Do you have a way to go